Ryan Little.
Prairie dog field out here. Hope the Bigfoot doesn't get plague eating one of them. On a bike mission today. I found those two bikes along this trail over by the river when I was walking the other day, just yesterday. And just thought that I'd take the bike out and cover some more ground. I already did all this stuff here on this side of the river, so I'm gonna ride down, see what I can find, try to cross the river at some point and come back. It's just a little creek, but get some good fish out of there when it doesn't stink. All the houses, sometimes you can smell sewer back here. I wouldn't eat anything out of here, but anyway. You know, it's the subtle signs in life that really give meaning and purpose to our own personal life path. So anyway, I come from over here and I decided to ride up here real quick before I continued down here on the left there. But I was looking at this thing. I said, oh, what is that? It's a dried up dead rodent. And yeah, it is confirmed. I was riding on my bike, it was hard to tell, but anyway. And I thought, you know, maybe a bird came down and snatched it and then got spooked by a cyclist or by a dog or person and dropped it and just didn't come back for it for whatever reason. And so I decided, okay, I'll hustle back on the trail here and come down here. You know, you can hear a hawk or some bird there screeching. So there's a lot of birds in here. Owls, I've seen some nice owls in here before. Anyway, there's a path here, a little waterway, and then a path to the right I decided I was going to ride the bike in on. And boom, there's a dead mouse sitting right here on the path. He's not very old. That might, I think that's a mole, I'm not sure. Mouse or a mole. Maybe it is a mouse. I'm just looking at a scrunched up little face. I can't tell. I know it's dirty to do that. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands. So yeah, gonna walk on in here and see what I can see. Swear to God, I thought I just heard a wood knock from across the river. There's bark hanging in the tree. There's enough people around that it could be other things too, but I don't just discount it. Look here, it's kind of a weird little thing going on. This log's up in the tree. This log's up in the tree. And then this sticks is all piled here with the brush from this tree hanging over. Looks like an old sleeping spot. Maybe they just made or something like that. It's weird. You got to think, okay, maybe they're coming down here in the summer and spreading out and enjoying the area, and then they would be going back maybe up in the winter. Who knows? Or maybe they can survive here all the time. You can even retreat up here a little ways and you get to Bear Creek Lake. And I mean, nobody's out there in the wintertime. I've done some study up there. And you can find evidences and stuff. Haven't found anything thus far. I'm having a good day just filling in some gaps and, you know what I mean, trying to get every single thing covered. But over here it looks like it's a possible teepee structure. Pretty excited about it. I had to expect it with all the stuff I found on the other side. Put the bike down, it's making too much noise. Filming with my iPhone today. Trying to decide what angle looks the best. That's pretty good. I'll be right back. Check it out. Teepee right there where I found it. There's this hole under the tree which I'm going to show you. Park my bike along this giant log that is down right here. Probably created this cave. But this is spacious, man. A little guy. Maybe you could hide in there if you were up to like 12, 13, 15-year-old person. That's tight. I mean, I could get in there if I wanted to. Christ, I'm about 180, but I just don't wouldn't want to go in there unless I had to, you know what I mean? But I wonder if they use that for cover, for hiding. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Not only that, let's see another teepee structure over here. I was gonna walk out here, and I got to the crest of the hill and look out, and I said, "Uh-oh, I'm going this way." So. You guys home? A lot of grasshoppers out in this field. I don't know if my iPhone is going to pick it up even with headphones, but I can hear like sticks hitting and a clacking noise coming from over here. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I'll go over there in a second. Gave them some dried sweetened organic coconut. Gonna see how they like this. It's actually toasted, it's really good. Okay, moving onward. Looks like this is something else. A little closer to the river. This stuff just kind of leaned up and balanced and looks very unnatural. And we'll drop down in here. Trees here and here, broken down to fill it in. Another one behind it right there, broken down to fill in. A couple more right here. Little mouse or something crawling there. Look what we got here. Trying to be quiet. There's a snake. See this just hanging. I'm still hearing cracking and crunching from over there. Definitely looks like they built something here. Let me go to the other side. This is pretty obvious. Looks like there's maybe a little work through here too. I'll go look at that next if something else doesn't happen. Okay. There's a lot going on in this shot. Take a still photo. Okay. Look at these sticks here. Piled up and over, and then there's a broken plant crossing them. I don't know, just making me wonder, looking at all this stuff. Really cool. This tree is just hanging. This one up here is I mean, had that happen, you know, something had to put it up there. Pretty neat stuff. I wonder what kind of creature this one happens to be. Okay. Found another one here in plain sight. It's like they do these things just in awe of the stupidity of humanity. They're like, yeah, I made this statue right next to your trail, and you walk right by it every day and don't even do anything about it. That's pretty neat. What the hell was that? Something is crunching over there. I'm not gonna hear that clear as day. I was just over here looking in here, and then I couldn't see through these bushes. What the hell's making the noise? I mean, could that have been it? I don't know. That was a lot. Yeah, that is weird. I took a buddy of mine up to the mountains yesterday. We were going off trail just to look for raspberries. The second I went down this embankment, I told him, don't follow close behind me, because if I slip or you slip, we're gonna run into each other. And I started taking big steps down the embankment, and bang, boom, 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 boom. I swear to God, like 20 steps. My first thought is Sasquatch. Second thought, I was trying to explain it. Okay, maybe it was a moose. But I'm just like, wouldn't a moose kept going? It stopped. We stood there for like a minute straight. I was so scared I didn't even get my camera. I was like, just looking. There was an opening after the scrub oak. And I'm like, it has to be over there somewhere and it's gonna come up. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And he's like, you still wanna go in? I know there's bears up there too. And I told him, no way. I was just too spooked. I said, let's go. God dang, what was that crunching over here? That's so weird. Man. I mean, I gotta see if I can get it on camera. But I'm going through these areas, checking like every little hiding spot. And if you are pushing an animal, naturally, you take it up spot after spot, eventually you're gonna find them on the move. That was weird. That was weird. If I hear it again, I'll click it on. Look at this, hanging up in the tree like that. I don't know about that. Man, that running was weird. Like, there's other people that walk on the trail. I'm the only one dumb enough to get stuff into socks and shoes and walk straight through the freaking field. Man, I don't know what that was. I just wonder if the audio picked it up. Sometimes I can hear a lot of stuff with headphones. I don't know, I was looking, I just couldn't see when I got behind those bushes is when it ran, or when the running noise was made. I left them some raisins and this feather that I found on the ground just behind the structure, or to the back of me. Kind of cool little area in here. Could be a little hangout for them, who knows, but this is definitely a structure made by them or somebody trying to impersonate the Sasquatch, which is a crime punishable by up to 5 years in jail and a $500,000 fine. So you guys don't want to mess with the cover up. Don't be building fake Sasquatch structures. You got it? Thank you. Man, I wish I had my fishing pole on me today, because there's a nice stretch of river right here. Sometimes we'll get like big fish stuck up in these pools. I don't usually catch a whole lot of big ones in this thing, but I know they're in there. I've caught a couple 2 and 3 pound fish, and we're good fighters. Brown trout, which you can keep. You gotta let the rainbows go. Beaver Dam over there. I think I was over here yesterday. Yeah, just trying to cover all the ground, look at every spot, find out where they are, what they're doing out here, but based on those structures, I know they're here. Are you guys home? My friends! The river's kind of making a lot of noise, but dead snake, my friends. What do you think about that? All right, check this out. Wow, I just noticed something totally different. Maybe this was done by people, I'm not sure. But you can see it's up in the tree here, and then there's some shoelace down here and here. Now this is just hanging in the tree, this is just hanging in the tree, this is just hanging in the tree, but this one happens to be adhered with some string. So now it's not the first time that I've found this. I've seen that time and time again here. And at another site in almost an evergreen. Look at, there's snaps here. There's another little stick that's in these bushes. I noticed this one here. It's just suspended up in there. I mean, this is just weird. That's just weird. That looks kind of freshly broken. There's some people like doing some cutting for the county behind me. Over here somewhere. You can hear their truck backing up. I just kind of ignored them. They saw me walking off trail and looking all around when I just heard that noise. Something running. That was weird. Second day in a row that I've heard something running. Loud, huge run. Stomp, 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 stomp. And have not been able to see anything. I mean, I thought I was going to see some movement here, and same with the other time in the scrub oak yesterday. I'm like, where the hell is it? I'm like, there's a damn freight train moving through the bush, but I can't see it. And it was, you know, it was really rugged terrain. And I'm kind of looking where I'm going, and I start hearing it. So I kind of knew what it was, but I looked up. It only took me 2 or 3 steps to get down this embankment. By the time I looked up, nothing's moving. There's a snap. Snap here. This is snapped and dead. God, I want to see one of these things. I want to know what they look like. I know there's a lot of different kinds, but it gets personal, you know? Just found this big guy. Pretty obvious what's going on here. It's built around this one. Goes up. You've also got this piece, which is doing a balancing act. It is touching there. Pardon me, but it's wedged up in between here. Trying to see if there's anything else like anomalous about this or different about this one than others. Other anomalies that we see in the forest. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna snap a few photos and keep looking in this thick stuff. Over and out. Look here, there's like this pile of sticks, and then there's this little area underneath the tree, and this has been placed up here in the tree. So I wonder if that's like sleeping quarters or something. You know, they're blocking this trail, it looks like. Maybe they ripped that down. I don't know, speculation, but alright, I've explored this area. I'm gonna get my bike and go. Alright, I got real tight quarters here, but just came across this little culvert here as I'm walking along this backside of the river. It's all businesses. There's a Kohl's up here. There's like no homes and nothing back behind here for a little ways. So I thought I'd come back and get this here stick pile up. I don't know what it all means, but it's kind of interesting. It could be a little Sasquatch art project, so to speak. I'm not sure. Okay,